the time has come, the walrus said.
Alright, it's time for another update video, and of course that means Mario Picross. My tradition to always play some Mario Picross in the back as I do a little bit of an update video, just because it's fun, it's different, you know? We made a lot of progress on the board so far. By the way, I had to go through a lot of hoops, because I'm on a brand new machine now, a brand new computer called a Mac Studio. I had to go through a lot of hoops to get the battery save version that we were on before to this new computer, but it's all here. So man, I'm proud of that we're continuing this same tradition we've had for years now. Well anyway, that was a fun little adventure we had with Mortal Kombat Mythologies Sub-Zero, wasn't it? That was interesting, doing a little The Great Escape parody, you know? Also, as you may have noticed, in case I probably already went over it in the live stream that I haven't done yet, but the live stream I'm doing on Friday, I'm going to go over this. I'm going over it now in case you weren't there for the live stream, but basically, there was only uploads Monday through Thursday last week, and nothing Friday. Friday there was a live stream on the Twitch channel, because, let's be honest, having content on the Twitch channel and on the YouTube channel the same day was kind of redundant, and that only happened on Fridays. Like, otherwise, Saturday there was no YouTube, but there was Twitch. Monday through Thursday there was YouTube, but no Twitch, so I think this is overall a better system. Plus, I'm going to be busier on Fridays and weekends just because of another job I have. Although it's a seasonal job, seasonal in the winter, so it'll be over, hopefully, March. We'll see. As such, there's not going to be as many Saturday nights, alright. Certainly don't expect one every single week. I think there is going to be one this weekend. So, hey, look forward to that, I guess. Also, there's a P.O. box now. I haven't gotten arranged at the time of this recording, but maybe I have by editing, and if I have, then here it is. So yeah, kind of an adjustment to the schedule, the upload schedule we have going on here. I hope you guys don't mind too much. Jaina's here. She was, by the way, playing with my tie earlier before we started the recording session. This is a brand new tie. What do you guys think? I like it a lot. Jaina likes it, apparently. She thinks it's a toy. Jaina, please. I just got this tie. Jaina. Jaina, please. You done? Please tell me you're done. Are you done? Oh! I just realized it's, like, perfectly symmetrical, I think. Is this going to be an hourglass? Is that what we're making here? I don't know, but I should have done this way earlier on, because that's novice mistake. That's alright. I hope you guys don't mind the adjustment to the schedule and uploading only 4 videos a week versus 5. It's not a major change, but... it's not a major change, but, you know, it'll mean there's overall going to be less videos throughout the year, less Let's Plays total. I'm still hoping to do a lot. I already have written down on a whiteboard a whole bunch of those planned series I have. And if you want to know what some of them are, hey, I might as well reveal some of them now, who cares? We got, the next series coming out is Crash Bandicoot, because we are on the PlayStation 1, so of course I have to do basically the equivalent to their Mario or Sonic, right? I mean, it wasn't technically made by Sony like Nintendo made Mario or Sega made Sonic, but it was still the flagship platformer of the console, really. An incredibly important game for PlayStation gamers worldwide. And, you know, in general, because I'm only doing 4 videos per week, some series are hoping to make a little shorter, so Crash Bandicoot's probably going to be under 10 parts. It's also not the longest game, so it's got that going for it as well. Look at the shark fin going across, only it's a cattail. What are some other series I have planned? Oh, you know, I might as well announce this here, but I'll repeat it when I actually start the Let's Play. So, last year we played Fire Emblem 3, which I've consistently been playing Fire Emblem, at least some entry on the channel, every year on the channel, you know. The very first year I started this, back in 2018, which is nearly 5 years ago now. This is coming up on the 5-year anniversary of this channel and its consistent uploading. But yeah, the original Fire Emblem was one of our first series. Fire Emblem 2 was, of course, a massive series, and that series went on incredibly long because A, it didn't finish before my December break, and then B, when I tried to get back to it, I got sick and had to go away for a while, so it extended for a really long time. It doesn't have nearly as many parts as the original Fire Emblem, but I think it took longer to complete, if we just look at the time there. And then, of course, Fire Emblem 3 was a massive undertaking because it was a mix of live streams and then, for Book 1, and then a huge Let's Play series for Book 2. The next Fire Emblem game is, of course, going to be a big deal, and the fact that it's one of the biggest Fire Emblem games of its time is also a pretty big deal. It's Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War, Fire Emblem 4. Because it's so massive, and only divided amongst, you know, 11 chapters or so, well, I upload content for 11 months, so instead of doing like a 50-part series like I did for the original Fire Emblem, I'm going to do just an 11-part series with each part focused around each of the 11 maps you play in the game. So because of that, it's going to be massively long parts. Even with editing, all the editing I'm doing, it's like editing a live stream where it's going to be knocked down to maybe an hour and a half. or so, you know, give or take. But because those are such massive videos to make, and I don't want to really stress myself out trying to get it all out in a couple of months, they're going to be spread out amongst one per month for this entire year. So it's kind of a year-long project we're undertaking here. I'm excited about that. I haven't done anything like that before on the channel, but I think it's really worth a shot. You know, I was just talking about how spread out Fire Emblem 2 is, and boy, this is going to be really taking the cake, but still, I think it ought to be fun in that way. Make it a personal journey, like kind of make it like a Jockey TV special or something like that. I don't know. So let me know your thoughts on that. If everyone's like absolutely, oh, that's a 2. If everyone's absolutely opposed to it, then, you know, I'm willing to change plans. But I think that's a really good plan, just in terms of, you know, my sanity for editing that much of a series, and also keeping a good amount of content on the channel, because again, less content per week. Doing a big 50-part Fire Emblem series would take up way too much of that, so keeping it down to the 11 parts that are really well edited, you know, I think it's all going to work out nicely. Otherwise, in terms of other RPGs, Paper Mario suggested in the Jockey Q&A, which I had a lot of fun doing the Jockey Q&A. I hope to do more videos like that. Oh, I finished it. Is that a Goomba? I think that's a Goomba. Is that a Goomba, Jaina? That's a... or a Grand Goombas. Grand Goombas. Okay. Let's move on to the next map here. So I was getting a little sidetracked, but Paper Mario is an RPG I want to do. But otherwise, I already have plans for what I do for my birthday upload and subsequent series to come with that, instead of just a one-off like last year with Sailor Moon, even though I had a lot of fun with that. As well as some of the other series I want to do. Like I mentioned, I'm getting around to Crash Bandicoot. I actually also want to do Crash Bandicoot 2 this year. I think I can fit them both in, especially since Crash Bandicoot 1's a pretty short game, all things considered. They both are fairly short once you know what you're doing and you played it before. What are some other series I'm hoping to do this year? I'm wearing the blue tie. I might as well mention now, I'm hoping to do Mega Man X3. You know, despite last year being one of my most successful years in terms of a lot of series like Sonic and Mario, and even Honey Pop and Resident Evil were pretty successful. Mega Man X was the biggest outlier as the least successful series because I did 2 playthroughs, one of Mega Man X and one of Mega Man X2, both within last year, and neither of them really did all that well in terms of views, but I don't mind. I enjoy the Mega Man X games, and Mega Man X3 is both the last one on the Super Nintendo and the first one on the PlayStation. They have 2 versions for each console, so it's a good transitioning point like we're kind of at now, moving to the 5th generation of gaming. I really like the 5th generation. It might be my favorite, just between the N64 and the PlayStation, since I'd say those are my 2 favorite consoles from those respective companies. As for the Sega Saturn, there's not as much there. There was no main series Sonic entry like there would be on the Genesis, or even the Sega CD and the Sega 32X had their own main series entries, except for, I guess you can kind of count Knuckles Chaotix. It's like, at least it's something, you know? Sega Saturn, it has ports, you know, that's about it. I want to do some Sonic the Hedgehog stuff because I love Sonic the Hedgehog. It's some of my favorite stuff I've done on the channel before, but I think all I'm going to get around to this year, which I may have mentioned this already. Oh no, I mentioned this in the extra part of Sonic 3, I remember now. But the next main series entry we have, in terms of Sonic platformer, is Sonic Triple Trouble on the Game Gear. You know, at this point we're going to play more Game Gear games than we are Genesis ones, but, you know, there's a lot of the Game Gear, you know, they wanted to capitalize on the success of the Hedgehog. And Sonic Triple Trouble is actually one of the more solid entries there is. So I'm looking forward to that. That ought to be a bit of fun. Although, considering I'm playing Crash Bandicoot now, I don't want to oversaturate with platformers. There's another platformer I have in mind in the N64, which kind of suffers from the same thing where I'm playing too many platformers at the same time. Actually, there's 2 platformers in the N64 I want to do this year. There's a lot I want to do this year, what can I say? And I'm sure there's a lot you guys want to see in this channel, so let me know in the comments what games you'd like to see me play from the 5th generation, or maybe the 4th generation, depending if it's like what I maybe missed out on last year when I was kind of wrapping up that whole era. Oh, I could have just filled this in the whole time, because they were... Oh, okay. Oh, whatever. So that's there, and then that's not there, which means this isn't there. It's all coming together. Okay, that's that. So that's you. Yeah, it might be another Mark. Is this a Shy Guy? And this is like his hood and this is his mask up here? But then why is this filled in? This can't be a Shy Guy. That's just wishful thinking on my part, wanting it to be a Shy Guy, right? Oh, it's a coffee cup. Cool. Like I said, let me know any Let's Plays you guys would like to see. Let me know what you thought of the MK Mythologies Sub-Zero. That was a pretty tough series to edit with all the live action bits mixed in, but it was also a lot of fun to do just to see it all come together, you know? So I'm going to do one quick easy Picross here as I kind of wrap up for the update video as we're coming to a close here. I'm looking forward to 2023 as a year of content on the channel. Like I said, I'm not going to be able to do too many streams, especially Saturday Nights Alright streams at the start of the year here just because I'm going to be busy with work. But coming through, there's a lot of Saturday Nights Alrights I hope to do. We have the Steam Deck, of course. There's always more people coming in the community. And speaking of growth, I mean, I'm still blown away with where we are now and how amazing it's been that so many folks have come here just to subscribe and say hi, leave comments, all that stuff. Oh, that was it. It gets me sentimental, you know. Is this a fork and knife? Do you go on your plate? Yeah, it's a knife and fork, and they even put them in the right spots. How about that? They know how to set up a table, don't they? Well, yeah, we got the little easy Picross out of the way as well. So thanks so much for watching today's update video. I hope you're looking forward to all this great content coming through. And in the meantime, Crash Bandicoot's going to be starting up tomorrow, so make sure to tune in for that, as well as the subsequent parts that are coming, again, Wednesday and Thursday, but not Friday. Friday I may live stream, we'll see. I haven't decided yet, I haven't seen if I'm available or not. But otherwise, with all that out of the way, thanks so much for watching as always, and have yourself a very good day. Bye now.